Some tragic news from the world of sports, as Emile the Cat Francis, one of the best executives of all time in the NHL, passed away yesterday. He was actually a player in the NHL as well, which was funny. So he played for the Chicago Blackhawks, being called up to the parent club in 1947. Unfortunately, well, he was the star goalie for the Blackhawks, but he led the league in losses in the 48 season with 30. He would play 73 games with the Blackhawks in the 2 seasons. But he was an innovator because his unique use of a catching mitt was based on the design of a first baseman's glove. And a lot of popular gloves at the time put too much strain on goaltenders' hands. And he was the hero of why catching gloves for goalies are better suited. All that. Emile Francis was traded by the Blackhawks to New York in exchange for Jim Henry, battle of goaltenders. And then he would be in a relief role for the Rangers as Chuck Rayner was the star goalie and all that. He actually finished his career in the Western Hockey League, not the Major Junior League, though the Professional Western Hockey League in the 1950s, with Vancouver, Saskatoon, and Seattle. Upon retirement, he had leadership skills, and he decided to join the Rangers organization as coach of the Oiches Guelph Royals, although he had a chance to join Kitchener and failed. Anyhow, 2 years later, he became assistant GM for the New York Rangers, and in '65, he was the GM and head coach. Francis would be the Rangers bench coach for 10 seasons and made the playoffs each year. And in 1972, he got the Rangers, despite a few injuries, to the Stanley Cup Finals, where they got beaten in 6 by the Boston Bruins. However, there was a lot of issues, especially his decision to trade Brad Park to the Boston Bruins for Phil Esposito. That trade was a gigantic bust. And also, he released Eddie Jockman, despite the fact that Jockman was doing decent. And John Davidson wasn't really the goalie he was. Anyway, Jockman ended up playing for the Detroit Red Wings on November 2nd, 1975, and the fans gave Jockman a standing ovation, and the Red Wings won the game 6-4. Although a lot of people said that Francis made the decision solely on the fact that he was hoping that nobody was going to claim Jockman on waivers. Unfortunately, the Rangers staff would fire him in January 1976, so he went to St. Louis to become GM and executive vice president. He was trying to find a local leader, local owner, if you will, for the financial troubled franchise in the 1980s. In 1983, the Whalers took Emile Francis, and he became GM for them for 5 years, and then team president from 88 to 93. He was inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1982 under the Builders category and got the Lester Patrick Trophy for contributions to U.S. hockey. Coaching-wise, he coached 778 games, winning 388 of them, which is pretty decent. Only missed the playoffs once, and that was his first year in 1966. Unfortunately, though, he led the team to 4 NHL semifinals in 71, 72, 73, 74. Sadly, though, only one cup final appearance and no cups. Francis was married to his wife Emma until his death, and they had 2 sons, Bobby and Rick. Bobby Francis actually won the Jack Adams Award in 2002 for the Phoenix Coyotes, and Rick was the vice president of marketing sales for the Whalers. Emile the Cat Francis was a legend.